accomplishing a goal, everybody is using it, and we're able to actually get a return. And from there, all the creativity starts flowing, and people really start to adopt far beyond that.
If I can just add something really quickly. My name is Frank Ricciardi. I run our business here in Asia Pacific for Cornerstone On Demand, including India. I just wanted to tag on to both of what you were saying. Clients all have a different perspective, reason for purchasing systems. And some are buying a point solution and saying, I'm going to buy a learning product, and we'll see what happens next. And eventually they move on to the different products in the suite, and then they're on this journey. Some clients buy the entire suite, as Adam said, and we see that more and more and more. But I just wanted to give an example, because you said, can you give us some examples of implementation success and adoption success? And one of the things that struck me specifically was we have a very large client in China. So you said you actually asked in Asia Pacific, who bought the whole suite, actually. And they started with, as Adam said, the problem. So the problem for them was the ability to distribute training. And they very successfully implemented the learning management system.
Thanks, Frank.
And
sorry.
I'm sorry. And then they moved on to performance. And so that was the next pain for them. And they took their existing process, they configured it into the system could handle it just fine. They got 98% adoption rate or compliance with the process. So 98% of the people finished the process. And they thought that they were hugely successful. In fact, they would come to conferences and speak about their success. And then they did a survey. And it turned out that the users were terribly, terribly frustrated. Actually, they came to us and they said, your system is terrible. Our users hated it. And we really dug into the data with them. And what we realized was actually their process was terrible. And so from the perspective of adoption and the perspective of change management, when you implement a new system, and some of us who have wonderful IT departments who can build whatever we want, one of the problems if we build whatever we want is that what we build might not actually be wanted. And so we have to be careful of that. And it is one of the reasons that cloud technology gives us the flexibility, as Adam said, to kind of change things. Don't be scared to implement something, because you actually can change it. And from a change management perspective, we say, well, if you buy the right system, you won't need too much change management. There should be no user manual. It should be consumerized. It should be on the mobile. Everybody should just know how to use it. But the reality is, if you are going to implement a system, we highly recommend to our clients that they take the opportunity to really examine the process and make change happen in the organization, because implementing what you've done for 10 years absolutely does not work.
Thank you, Frank. So actually, this kind of a topic, when you discuss people, when you discuss human resources, you can talk about this thing till the cows come home, but unfortunately, we are running out of time. I think the take-homes from this particular discussion is, I think Adam brought out a very significant point, and perhaps many of you out here, that while we have been implementing technology in HR processes in modules, there is perhaps a need for a unified management system, the way you look at it and how you look at it. So maybe the processes could decide what technology should be there and get the software to deliver it, as Adam had suggested. And I think you made a very valid point, saying that I think which you all would subscribe to, that technology finally at the end of the day is a tool, it's an enabler. It's people who matter, really. I think that's one point that we all will agree on. So it's been a lovely evening, and I think all of you have been a very participative audience. We've interacted really well with the speakers, and much more than what I expected usually. And so I look forward to a lot more networking that happens over cocktails and dinner. And Adam, thank you very much for your times, especially.
Thank you. Thank you all for participating. Thank you.